Former President Donald Trump is looking better and better as Biden and the White House try to convince the public he is mentally sharp and able to lead the country. More and more Democrats demand Joe Biden drop out and put money, time, effort, and focus behind Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris continues to say Biden is the man, and she is just grateful to be his running mate. Lastly, Bill Clinton operative George Stephanopolous gives Biden one of his easiest interviews yet, and Biden still manages to bungle it and look unable to run the country. By the way, thank you guys so much for liking and sharing these videos. It really helps me out, so thank you so much. I hope everyone had a great Independence Day. No matter your race, religion, or party association, we all live in this country, and I am grateful to be American and also to have my freedoms, but we can't let the government steal those freedoms from us. After receiving the worst backlash I may have ever seen due to poor debate performance, President Joe Biden has decided to join in on the fun by joking about himself. During a meeting with Democrat governors at the White House on Wednesday, Biden addressed their concerns by stating, "I'm fine. I don't know about my brain, though." Now, I normally like a good joke, but this joke couldn't have had poorer timing. His own party is quite literally trying to replace him as we speak. So it doesn't take a genius to realize you probably shouldn't be making jokes about your poor brain performance when your brain is performing terribly and you might be kicked out as president of the United States. Now, Biden's campaign stated to all of America, people have to be able to take a joke. This is absolutely a self-deprecating joke, which is very common for the president to make. Now, I have to disagree here. This is the president of the United States we're talking about. This was a one-off occurrence. It might not be so bad. However, this is over and over and over again. And the trend is that his mental abilities are getting worse. So by the time we get to the election, this guy might be brain dead for all we know. We have two major wars going on, inflation raging, people complaining that the economy and the rising cost of everything is literally grinding them into the ground. Also, Republicans for years now have been pointing out that Biden is having mental issues. Now we have people like Representative Nancy Pelosi admitting in public interviews that he might have a mental condition. We have members of the Walt Disney family saying we're not donating another dime to Democrats until they remove Joe Biden from the White House. I mean, it is looking really, really bad for Joe Biden. I just think people are starting to get nervous that, wait a minute, the most important position in the land is occupied by somebody who is having dementia, having brain issues. So for me, this is not a joke. Now, despite the ill timing, the governors who attended the meeting vowed to continue to support Biden until the end. It seems they are realizing that Kamala Harris wouldn't be a better choice and that maybe replacing Biden with Harris isn't the best idea. Now, to illustrate this point, California Governor Gavin Newsom stated, "I have 3 words from the president tonight. He's all in, and so am I. Joe Biden had our back. Now it's time to have his." How exactly has Biden had California's back? He's literally done nothing for them except for sign a bill worth trillions of dollars that put hundreds of billions of dollars in California's bank account, only to have them burn through that. And now California is operating in a negative deficit. So again, I don't take anything that Gavin Newsom says as positive or interesting. He is a failure of a governor, and I really hope that they don't try to run him, because California policies would be horrible as nationwide policies. Then again, California's government is about as organized as Biden's thoughts. So it doesn't surprise me that a governor who pretends boys are girls is also pretending that Biden isn't mentally unwell. All right, but Biden's self-deprecation didn't stop at a simple joke. During an interview with radio host Earl Ingram, Biden stated, "I had a bad night. I screwed up. I made a mistake." While these comments followed with a claim that he will get back up and win, it has never been more clear that this is wishful thinking than it is right now. Also, this week, I don't know if you saw this, but Biden said on a radio interview that he's proud to be the first Black female president. Like, what? Dude, you're not a woman. You're also not Black. Like, pull your head out of your butt. This is crazy. All right, let's see. Faith Taylor, CNN has sent 8 questions from the White House. CNN used 4 of them, not a fair interview. Okay, I did not know that, but it doesn't surprise me because Hillary Clinton was provided her debate questions ahead of schedule. So that seriously doesn't shock me at all. Okay, now while the White House can argue his poor performance was due to jet lag from being in Europe or a common cold 12 days later, Biden exhibited the same mental fogginess while giving his 4th of July speech. During an attempt to take a jab at Trump's treatment of our military, Biden started heavily stuttering and slurring his speech to the point where nobody could understand what he was saying. I guess this is just one really long cold, right? Like maybe he has vaccine damage on his brain. I really don't know, but I know that he continues to damage the country, and that is not good. Not good at all. All right, now let me go ahead and tell you guys about today's video sponsor for the next 50 seconds. Colonial Metal Groups helped me with my goal of protecting my financial future. Being at the whim of the stock market or this current administration does not make me feel safe or secure. But having a self-directed IRA where I can safely store gold and silver assets that have stood the test of time, now that makes sense to me. This government destroying the US dollar makes no sense. Colonial Metal Groups has helped me create a self-directed IRA where I can have direct access to my assets. Let the team of experts at CMG help you protect your family's future. Their level of professionalism and ability to listen makes it easy for you to learn everything you need to know about preserving your hard work. Now, maybe you're getting started, or you already have a 401k or an IRA, or you've been tasked with helping mom and dad protect their assets. Colonial Metal Group can help. Now, we've put together a special offer where you can go to their website and you can see for yourself exactly everything that you need to do in order to be successful with protecting your assets with gold and silver. Check out the phone number, give them a call and schedule an appointment. Also, check out their website so that you can learn more right now. All right, now this is big, 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 big. Former President Donald Trump is apparently under the impression that Biden is about to be replaced. I don't know if he's hearing chatter or if this is wishful thinking or if somebody has directly told him, hey, you're going to be going up against Kamala Harris. Now, this belief could be seen in the leaked video footage I shared with you the other day where Biden is on his golf course and someone has illegally videoed him while he's saying that Biden is a piece of crap and that he will be knocking him out of the race and going up against Kamala Harris. But he also hinted at this during his 4th of July Truth Social post where he wrote, "Happy 4th of July to all, including our highly incapable president who uses prosecutors to go after his political opponent. Also, respects to our potentially new Democrat challenger, Laugh-In Kamala Harris. She did poorly in the Democrat nominating process. starting out at number 2 and ending up defeated and dropping out, even before getting to Iowa. But that doesn't mean she's not a highly talented politician. So Trump truly believes that he is going to be going up against Kamala Harris when it comes to the November race and not against Joe Biden. Okay. Now, it seems that Trump is trying to cover all of his bases by going after everyone he believes could be a possible competitor. But with Biden vowing to remain in the race and governors such as Newsom backing him, I have a hard time seeing how they could make the switch. Now, does anyone in my audience have a good theory on how they could successfully replace Kamala Harris and Joe Biden? I just don't see it happening. I could see Kamala replacing Biden, but I don't see both of them coming out of this race. But if they do put up Kamala Harris, then I believe we are about to walk into a second Trump presidency, but I think that's going to happen either way. Okay, now, Trump's huge debate win could come back to bite him if he becomes too cocky. Earlier today, Trump challenged Biden to new debate rules where moderation is thrown out the door. He stated, "I have the answer to the crooked Joe Biden incompetence puzzle. Let's do another debate, but this time, no holds barred and all on discussion with just the two of us talking about the future of our country." Now, what do you think? Would that be a fun debate to watch? No Jake Tapper, no Dana Bash, no CNN, just Biden and Trump going back and forth on how each has ruined the country and then how each of them could improve the country. I think it might actually be interesting to watch. Now, this may sound good in theory if Trump goes back to his old strategy. However, many are saying they liked seeing Trump calm, collected, and not talking over Biden or interrupting him, basically keeping Trump from being a bully. Now, if I was an advisor to the Trump campaign, I would say, let's keep it. The CNN thing actually worked to your favor, even though the entire thing was rigged in Joe Biden's favor. I think keeping Trump from interrupting Biden actually helped him look presidential, like he had manners, and then just let Joe Biden walk off into the sunset mentally and get himself confused on numbers and names and what he has done for the country. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I think it was actually better that way. Okay, now, you, like me, are likely frustrated with the illegal alien invasion that Biden has allowed on the United States of America. However, you might not know just how much money these illegals are being given. Some of you may know that they're being given monthly cash. Some of you may know that they are being put up in $700 a night hotels. That's $21,000 a month in benefits. Most of them are given 3 free meals a day. However, I'm going to react to the mayor down in the San Diego, California area, where he exposes how they're actually getting more benefits than you and I would guess.
My name is Bill Wells. I'm the mayor of the city of El Cajon.
And here in San Diego County, we're seeing a lot of stuff happening here at the border. And you guys being a border town, how's it affecting the city here?
Since October, we've had over 250,000 drop-offs in San Diego, these street releases. The county of San Diego already spent $6 million on a migrant welcome center, which I'm not sure why we need that, but they've just allocated another $19 million for that. But, there are also costs that you don't see. Everybody that comes across, whether they're a citizen or not, is entitled to full health care. That even includes having sex change operations. That's an expense for the whole family. People that come over with kids are put up in hotels. Those hotels costs $8,000 to $10,000 per month, and that's paid for by the city. So these are expensive things. Now there's a bill in California that says that if you're a illegal alien, you can get free college tuition, even a 20% down on a house. These are things that American citizens are not getting.
Oh my gosh.
Who are
Okay.
you?
Did you hear that? Did you hear all of the benefits that California is giving illegals? Better than veterans, better than senior citizens, better than our own children, and better than hard-working Americans. The working class is absolutely getting their butts handed to them, and these illegals, they're just scooping up the benefits, baby. So this makes me sick. Free healthcare, free college, a free 20% down payment. I mean, this is shameful. This is an absolute atrocity. Absolutely crazy. Let's see, Karen. 2019 Biden showed mental decline. Trump trumps this administration with truth. Truth is open. Lies have many dirty layers, and this administration is falling apart from rot. I absolutely believe that you are telling me the truth. Wow. Unbelievable. Okay. Did you guys know that these illegals are getting so many benefits? If you did, I want you to type Y. And if you didn't, I want you to type N for no. Y for yes, N for no. I knew some of them. I've been covering this for you guys for many, many months. But some of the ones that this mayor down in San Diego, who's obviously frustrated, he said in a different part of the interview that his hands are tied, that he can't even stop this, that the forces behind him are giving so much money to the takeover of America. All right, there is a mix of yeses and nos. Okay, let me go through those one more time. 250,000 illegals have been dropped off in San Diego. Illegals get free health care, free sex change operations. Like, some of you guys can barely get your medication, and they're literally cutting off these people's breasts and ding-dongs to make them a different gender. $19 million mega donor has put up a Welcome the Migrants building, free 20% down on a home. You guys, we've got Americans that they can't even get into a house, and these illegals are being given 20% down. Think about this. If a home in California is $1 million, a 20% free down payment is $200,000. These Democrats are committing treason. Seriously, $200,000 to illegal immigrants, free health care, free sex change. I had no idea. Free college? Like, I'm supposed to pay $100,000 to $500,000 to send my American-born citizen children to college, and they get it for free? They've been here for 5 minutes. I pay taxes every single year, just like you guys. It's insane. Up to $10,000 a month in free hotels? Some of us can't even get on a vacation. This is insanity. This makes me sick. This needs to go away. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
My name is Bill Wells. I'm the mayor of the city of El Cajon.
And here in San Diego County, we're seeing a lot of stuff happening here at the border. And you guys being a border town, how is it affecting the city here?
Since October, we've had over 250,000 drop-offs in San Diego. These are street releases. The county of San Diego already spent $6 million on a migrant welcome center, which I'm not sure why we need that, but they've.
And then they say, white people don't talk about replacement theory. Black Americans don't talk about replacement theory. We're not trying to replace you. We're just trying to bankrupt you by giving away all of your hard-earned money to illegal immigrants.
Just allocated another $19 million for that. But, there are also costs that you don't see. everybody that comes across, whether they're a citizen or not, is entitled to full health care. That even includes having sex change operations. That's an expense for the whole family. People that come over with kids are put up in hotels. Those hotels costs $8,000 to $10,000 per month, and that's paid for by the city. So these are expensive things. Now there's a bill in California that says that if you're a illegal alien, you can get free college tuition, even a 20% down on a house. These are things that American citizens are not getting.
Okay, you guys, this is what it's like to live under Joe Biden. And yet you go on Twitter and the left will say, I know what it's like to live under Hitler because I lived under Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to round up all of his enemies and jail them. Donald Trump's going to get us killed. Donald Trump's going to get us into World War III. Everything they say about Trump, they are doing. All of the horrible things that they say Trump will do to the country, they're already doing to the country. I know senior citizens that are drowning because of the financial increases. And yet, look at this. You could get a sex change operation, $10,000 in free hotels, 3 free meals, money every month, free healthcare, free college. It's disgusting to me. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, on some news in Gaza, President Biden has announced that he will continue to work with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in trying to secure a ceasefire with Hamas. During their recent talks, Biden detailed that they are currently finalizing details for a deal that could see a ceasefire take place in exchange for hostages. We don't even know if those hostages are alive anymore. With Netanyahu scheduled to come to America and speak to Congress on July 24th, I personally see this deal being finalized within the next month. Hopefully those hostages are returned. Hopefully Hamas is taken out. But honestly, I don't have a lot of faith that Biden and his team are going to get this done. Now, I say this because there is currently real tension that can hurt his chances of being reelected. For example, during 4th of July celebrations in New York, we had pro-Palestinian protesters burning American flags while chanting anti-Israeli slogans. These same protesters were using smoke bombs to block people's view of the fireworks shows. There is real hate and division, and Biden has completely lost control of this. You have so many pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel, anti-Jewish, anti-American. It's just crazy. I feel like I didn't know I was living in a hate America country. Like, I love America. I despise my government most days. I think they're corrupt. But that's not what these people are pushing back against. They're pushing back against America, American freedom. It's very, very strange to watch. Very strange indeed. All right, now in Russia, President Vladimir Putin has just finished a private meeting with Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban. Following its conclusion, Vladimir Putin stated he wants a complete and final end to the war in Ukraine, which would require Ukraine to give up the land that Russia has already taken as a buffer zone between NATO, Ukraine, and Russia. This is essentially confirmation that Putin isn't trying to completely wipe out Ukraine. He just doesn't want NATO on his border. Therefore, he wants to keep Donetsk and Kherson as a buffer zone. Now, Putin also said he is interested in hearing more about President Donald Trump's ideas on ending the war. Of course, the crazies on the left are now saying this is because Putin is Trump's boss, and that the two of them secretly organized this entire war in order to make Joe Biden look bad. You guys, the left is really saying this. I mean, the truth is Putin has been trying to end this war since 2022. It's documented. That is a fact. He and Biden haven't communicated in close to 18 months. Meanwhile, Trump is saying in his first week in office, he'll get on a phone call with Putin and Zelensky and help them negotiate an end to this war. Biden is not communicating with Putin. He just continues to send your money and my money with no oversight, no accountability over to Zelensky. Now, let me know, do you want to see this war come to an end? Or do you want this war to continue? I have zero skin in the game. I just want the killing to end. It's insane to me that Biden is not trying to communicate with Vladimir Putin to end this war. Absolute craziness to me. All right, now, did y'all see this horrible interview between Biden and ABC George Stephanopolous? Well, let's just say that Biden flopped. He flopped hard. I might actually do a reaction video to the whole interview. Instead, I'm just going to highlight here a few things. Biden was asked point blank, did you watch back your debate performance? And Biden said he couldn't remember. Like, he doesn't even remember if he watched his own debate. Like, it's a yes or a no. But he doesn't remember, right? Anyway, it's crazy. Now, Biden blamed his horrible debate performance on Donald Trump. He said Trump kept talking over him, trying to confuse him, was yelling at him, and unfortunately, he got distracted. Now, Trump's mic was muted, and Biden was looking away from Donald Trump almost the entire interview. So this is just a giant lie from Joe Biden, saying that Trump was distracting him. The microphones were muted at your request, Joe Biden, at your team's request. CNN honored your request to silence Donald Trump. Man, they did the same thing during the hush money trial, right? If you could go ahead and gag Trump, that would really be good for us, right? I'm sure there was no collusion. I'm sure there was none. Biden also mentioned in the interview that only the Lord God Almighty himself could take Joe Biden out of the race. He is running, and the party needs to have his back. Biden then said, no one gets re-election crowds like me, to which George Stephanopolous said, Trump gets much bigger crowds than you, and I don't think you should compare your size to Donald Trump. How about Biden thinking that he gets bigger crowds than Donald Trump? Oh, gosh. All right, now, the last thing was George Stephanopoulos asked Biden at least a couple of times if he was mentally capable of running the country and if he would have a competency test. Biden refused multiple times and said nobody's told him he needs one. Dude, George Stephanopoulos is telling you right now that you need one. Like, read the room, dude. The interview barely lasted 22 minutes, shorter than most of my shows and almost all of my interviews. After the interview, Democrat Senator Mark Warner urged Biden to step down and vowed that he is building a group of Democrat leaders that will pressure Biden to bow out of the race. Whether this will happen or not, I don't know. Also, people are saying that George Stephanopoulos was purposely brought in, just like the CNN debate, to humiliate Joe Biden so that Hillary Clinton can come in as president or at least vice president. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not. I'm just telling you what people are saying, and it's not good, right? It's not good. This dude, like, he needs to bow out. The only reason to keep him in is so that Donald Trump can win in a landslide. But even if they put in Kamala Harris or Gavin Newsom, I think he's still going to wipe the floor with them. But man, Hillary Clinton refuses to back down and bow out. Now they're using George Stephanopoulos to humiliate Biden. so that she can be put in as president or vice president. Oh my gosh. The collusion and the evil never stops, not even on the weekends. All right, now I appreciate you guys stopping by. I want to remind you that you are amazing. Please give this video a like. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1.7 million amazing truth seekers. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. Have a great weekend. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video.